Hi YouTube, Craig Gamer here, and today I am back bringing you my first FIFA 16 video. I am back from a bit of travelling. I've got a week's holiday, so you can expect some more FIFA 16 videos coming this week. And the first one, my annual tips to win online for the FIFA franchise. This time for FIFA 16, you have a treat, guys and girls. And I've got loads of tips for you both, what not to do, what mindset to go into games with, and everything like that. A lot of people this year have been struggling with FIFA 16, but for me personally, I am finding it a very good game. I'm feeling very happy with it indeed. I am feeling confident, and I believe that this year I am actually better this FIFA than any other FIFA, and these are the tips that I've implemented in my own success. So guys, make sure to use these tips. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and let's get into it. So my first tip, guys, is never ever pass out straight from the back. Never pass. If you're defending your area, never pass straight forward. As you see here, my opponents have done this many times. Never just hit that A button or X button if you're on PS4. Never do that. What you want to do instead is just smash it off the field. Either press the shoot button, so circle or B, or just clear it up the field with your lob pass button. Never pass it straight out of the defense, otherwise you are gonna be in a big issue, guys. Now that is my first tip for you guys. As you see here, there's many examples of that happening. And now my second tip, goal kicks are a lot different this year. You do not want to pass it out to your left or right back when you have a goal kick. Instead, you just want to play it a bit carefully, because this year is really easy to intercept goal kicks out to the fullbacks. So just a word of warning for you guys, if you come up against a formation with 3 up front, do not try to take your goal kicks out to the left and right backs. Now the third tip here is play the way you're facing. Just go into games acknowledging that you're going to have to play the way you're facing. You cannot in this game play a pass when you're not facing the correct direction. As you see here on this example, I take a little touch with my CDM Allen here to get in the correct position to play the through ball. Otherwise this would just not work at all. That little adjustment is all it takes for passes to become easy and successful. And again, this is one of the harder things to implement in game, but once you get used to it, it is an absolutely incredible use of your time. No touch dribbling, implemented newly this year. What you have to do to use this in game is hold L1 or left bumper when you are dribbling in game, and your player will just leave the ball. He'll leave it for a second, take a little jump one way, and then he will be able to exit it. It's the new body feints, really. Body feints were absolutely overpowered last year. This year is no touch dribbling. Absolutely 100% recommend that. An easier thing that you guys can do though to score some goals is simply sweat it. Do not be afraid. If you're struggling to win games, this is how I got used to playing FIFA this year. Sweating was the easiest way for me to score to start with. I mean, I struggled to score any other ways until you get used to the shooting mechanics and all that kind of stuff, the pass mechanics and everything else in the game. Sweating it is the best way to score in FIFA 16, 100%. I hope you guys don't get offended by the little bit of dirty tactics, but if you want to win games, this is how to do it to start with. If once you get used to FIFA 16 using these tips, you can implement the other stuff, so no touch dribbling and the later stuff that I will show you in this video. But make sure, if you are unsure about finishing to start with on this game, guys, don't be afraid to sweat it. That is my advice to you to start with. Now we have got the next tip is to use the finesse shots this year. Finesse shots in this FIFA are absolutely incredible. There's another example of no touch dribbling, by the way. If you remember a couple, just last year, pre-patch, first couple of weeks, finesse shots were absolutely ridiculously overpowered. I mean, near post finesse shots, far post finesse shots were absolutely ridiculous. This year is no different. There may become a patch in the next coming week or days as they are a little bit overpowered, but goalkeepers as well have been patched recently and they have adjusted slightly to the finesse shots, but still make sure to use that R1 or right bumper when you are shooting to just put a little finesse on it. You seem to get loads and loads of power on it still, even without just using the normal power shot. In fact, sometimes you get even more power than you would on a power shot with these finesse shots, and that is another tip that I would recommend to start with. Sweating and finesse shots are the way to go. Once you've got used to those and you've got used to a bit of power and stuff like that, once you get a hold of the game for maybe 2 or 3 days, you get more used to it, and that, well, for the first 2 or 3 days, if you're struggling to win, these are the tactics I would use. Now, my next trick is to use the fake shot. Overpowered every single year. A lot of people don't really use it, but if you've got your back to goal with your striker, say here I've got my back to goal with my striker, well, I did with Freddie Guarin for the last example, sorry, and it just makes turning inside easier, especially if you've got 4-star skills. You can implement a scoop turn with the same button. So to fake shot, all you have to do is well, hit the circle button and then X in quick succession and change direction with your left analog stick, or on Xbox you want to hit that B button and then the A button in quick succession and then change the direction you are going. Now, my final tip that I have got for you guys is use the skill moves. Skill moves this year are really effective way of getting past people. You've got the spin move, as you see there. If you want to go check out the tutorial for the spin move, click pause on this video right now and go check out maybe Kazooie or FIFA Rally will have a tutorial for the spin move maybe last year, I believe. Go check that out. It's a really effective skill move to do, and you've seen how many times I'm using it in this video. Also, you've got Berber spins here with your 4-star skillers, and you don't even need 4-star skillers to perform effective skill moves this year. You've got the heel to heel, which is a 3-star skill move, which you see here implemented by Freddie Guarin. Uses it to power past the defender and then unleash an absolute wonder strike there. But guys, remember to use those skill moves. So let me just recap quickly my tips. Never pass out from the back unless you are 100% sure that you're going to make the pass. Your defenders aren't going to have as good a passing as your midfielders and strikers, so just be wary of that. Goal kicks are different this year, so be wary when playing it to fullbacks. Now then, we've got play the way you're facing. That's just a mindset you have to go into a game remembering that is not the same as FIFA 15. This is a new game and you have to play it differently. Then you've got no touch dribbling. Slightly harder to do, but once you get it mastered, it is an absolute godsend in this game. Then we've got sweating it. Don't be afraid to sweat it. If you're through on goal and you are unsure about finishing it, do not worry about sweating the ball across goal, taking the clever pass, as Air Japes would say, and getting the goal that you need. Finessing it is the next thing. Finesse shots this year are absolutely brilliant. So if you're through on goal, you've got used to sweating it a bit. Try a finesse shot out, curl it around the keeper, near post, far post will do the trick. Make use of fake shots and skill moves this year as well. And just make sure, by all means, to have fun in the game. Ultimate Team is a arcadey kind of mode, so make sure to use the skill moves when they are on offer. As always, guys, your support, even while I haven't been uploading, has been absolutely incredible. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have and it has helped you, leave a like, subscribe for more FIFA 16 videos, and I'll see you on my next video, guys.